What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Vape Coach, and we are back again in your life. Today we got a stacked top 8 bracket, and I see a ton of goats in the chat, and I see a ton of goats in this bracket. It is going to be Kaizen versus Najm. It is going to be JoeStar versus Jordi, Zooted and Oktober. CyberCalix and all black Tims are going at it. Guys, let's get to it. Let's get to game number 1, where Kaizen is going to be taking on Najm, and let's go. Go on AFK, and let's get this started. All right, guys, but enough lollygagging. Let me fix this scoreboard, and let's get right to it. Kaizen, one of the best reptiles in the world, versus Najm, one of the best Gerases on the planet. What's going on, Big Ball? How you doing, brother? And let's get back to the lesson at hand. Najm coming out with the drip, and it is going to be Kaizen, though, coming out with a stand 3. Okay, these two go back and forth, guess, but who's going to win this? Kaizen is going to be striking first, and here we go. We are going to the west side of the screen, and look at the damage. The low is going to be good with the Geras mix. Oh, chat, not like this. We are already starting off high and heavy, which is the way we like to start off, but then it's going to be Najm taking more damage. And Najm is on the ropes in a damn near flawless round coming from Kaizen.
Round 2, fight.
And what's going on, Big T1000 Mortal Kombat? How you been? And Implex, Kaizen is going crazy. Okay, right now though, Kaizen trying to close the distance. Najm trying to maintain the space. What's going on, Big RoboCop? How you been? And again, right now we are seeing Kaizen go crazy. But Najm, he's got to lock in. He's got to figure this out. He cannot afford to lose another round. Oh, Vault, my day is going amazing. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago, ordered some Chipotle, and we are good to go. Najm starting to put the brakes on this train, though. We are seeing right now, but here comes Kaizen. You can't keep a good dog down for a long chat. Nice. All right, though, Kaizen needs a little bit more. They're going to be able to get a little bit more. And needs one more throw. And the stand 3 is going to do it. Kaizen with a dominant game number 1. Just like that. And Chad, Kaizen is pulling out all the stops. Let's go take a look at that replay. Brought to you by this amazing community. Thank you guys again so much for being here. And that instant replay screen is brought to you by RoboCop Today, I decided. And JTG, what's going on, brother? He said I ordered Chipotle as well. Shout outs to the honey chicken. Let's get back to the show. All right, Kaizen on that 1-0 lead, though. Are they going to be able to extend it, or is it going to be Najm coming back? We're going to find out right now.
Tremor, the tea house.
Your work as the Empress's emissary.
And here we go, Najm. He's gonna have to battle back if he's gonna get this thing done. By the way, JoeStar and Jordi, make sure you guys are good to go. Coming up next, send those invites out early. Here we go. Kaizen, we are back at the tea house. Najm, though, is gonna be trying to battle back and see if he can figure this out. Look at him, trying to keep the distance. But the uplock of Kaizen is gonna be disastrous. Good stuff again, though. Kaizen trying to figure this out, trying to probe. All right, back 3. Oh, the stand 3 is not going to hit. And we are going, though, the tremor to keep it safe. I love the way Najm uses his cameo. Okay, right now, Kaizen, though, right now plotting their next move. What are they going to do? And what's going on to everybody hanging out with us? Thank you guys again for supporting these events. Bates Fight Night is in full effect, and now Najm is going to be cranking those hourglasses. Wait, stand 1. And these two unable to open each other up. 45 seconds still left on the big board. Time is not necessarily a factor. Najm, though, gonna be getting it. He could take the lead off of this chat. And Najm is gonna be putting on a little show of his own. Kaizen, though, on the return. Is he gonna spend the fatal? And here he goes. And Kaizen, though, I do not think this is gonna kill. I could be wrong, but that is scaling very, very heavy. All right, though, let's see it, though. And that is a hippopotamus, though. Hold the phone. Oh, and that is going to be the round. Kaizen off to a super dynamic start, chat.
Round 2, fight.
And we're going to have to see how this continues to develop. We're going to have to see who's going to win this damn thing. Kaizen is already on an omega big life lead. Okay, the low. And remember, Kaizen, one of the best reptiles in the world. Najm, by a mile, one of the best Gerases. But he is having a hard time. Nice. Kaizen already off to their old ways. And again, we are going aerial. Hold the phone, mind your manners, and watch your tone. Najm cannot get out of this corner, chat. And there is another combo, and Kaizen is rolling. But how far are they gonna roll? How far are they gonna go? Needs one more. Can they get one more? And there it is, chat. And that is gonna be the game. That is Kaizen on a 2-0 lead. Chat, Najm is in some trouble. And chat, I don't know what to say, man, but Kaizen has been looking super aggressive today. We love to see it. We gotta take a look, chat, on the Jumbotron. Brought to you by, once again, this amazing community. Thank you for being here, and thank you for choosing this to be the stream that you are currently watching. However, chat, we gotta get back down to brass tacks. We gotta see, can Najm make any sort of comeback? We're gonna find out right now.
Temple of Kataravala.
Your work as the Empress's emissary goes well.
It's a life.
Yo, what's going on, Big Rhyme Glue? And I see my go Zooted as well. Zooted, we're gonna keep that up for a little while, I decided.
Fight.
And let's see if Najm can make this comeback. Oh, wait, no. I have the prize pool out wrong. Why did I do that? Let me see if I can fix that, chat. Give me one quick second. How the fuck? Okay. By the way, guys, this is currently a $0 prize pot. If anybody does want to support that, all you gotta do is hit the donation links. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. Let's get back to the lesson at hand. Let's see if Najm can make this comeback. Beautiful grab, but even better tech. All right, stand 3 in. Kaizen is rolling yet again. All right, though, and this is going to be Kaizen marching down left, right, and center field. Overhead, and Najm, though, trying to get the staggers. Finally getting some offense, and look at him roll. Motaro to keep it safe. I do love the Motaro pick for Geras. And what is the mix going to be? Can he get it? He does not. And Najm is rolling. He needs one more hit, but the same can be said about Kaizen. Overhead again, and Najm, is he going to be able to get this going? And Najm gets his first round on the board.
Round 2. Fight.
By the way, guys, coming up after this, we go to the French side of the MK community, where Jordi is going to be taking on JoeStar. Well, we got a lot more to go before we can get that all figured out. Jordi and JoeStar will be coming up next, but we got to see if Kaizen can 3-0 this, or is it going to be Najm? Got to break away from that. And here we go again, though. And again, though, this is Kaizen keeping Najm in the corner and ducks the command grab. But no punish, chat. No cigar on that one. Nice. And this is close, though. Najm, can he get the mix? Is he going to be able to do it? He does not. At least he does. Najm is going crazy. We love it. Najm, he needs one more after this. Can he get one more? And Ozboss, the Sozboss, what is going on, brother? By the way, Ozboss, I love those YouTube comments every single time. And this is gonna be Kaizen on a set point. Let's go. By the way, Jordi and JoeStar, get those invites sent out, and I will invite the other. And let's go. Let's keep this rolling. Let's see, is Najm gonna be able to bring this one back? Can he send it to an extra game, chat? He knows he does not have room for error. Syrian, we have a lot of U.S. fighters in today, but right now, this is going to be a battle of Europe versus the Middle East. Kaizen, I believe, coming out of Germany. And Najm, I'm not sure where he is, but I know he's in the Middle East, one of the best Gerases in the world. And look at this damage right now. Najm is not being cheap about this. He's going crazy. And let's see what Najm can get. Trying to get those staggers, and he gets those staggers. What's going on, Big Taki? And chat, we are going into extra innings. Najm looking like he's gonna close this out. Oh, the snap is good to go, and that is gonna do it. Najm able to get game number 3 in the books. A 2-1 lead still for Kaizen. And Najm, he needs one more if he's gonna tie this up. We are not done. Let's go. Yo, Vault, thank you so much. By the way, guys, yeah, we did get partnered on YouTube. We are one of the few MK channels in the world who is now partnered on YouTube and Twitch. Be sure to find the channel and be sure to leave a subscription if you're looking for it. It is gonna be right there. Look no further, chat. Let's go.
Reptile. Geras. Tremor.
And what's going on? Orange Syrian, I see Vault, I see Ospaz, I see Taki. Let's get to the next match and let's see who's gonna win this.
Future tragedy.
Why must you be so cryptic?
Round 1. Fight.
And give me 1 second, chat, I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are back in action. By the way, guys, this one is gonna be going down. We are back in the tea house. And Osmods, what are you saying right now? Yo, what's going on, Baldur? Thank you again. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate everybody saying their part. And guys, this was a group project. This would not have been possible without all of you. Thank you so much, Osboss. And I appreciate every comment you do leave on the YouTube channel. But Pursuing Breeze is also hanging out with us. What's going on? Guys, this is a party. This is a ball. This is going wild. And right now, though, Najm is gonna have the lead. The low again, the double low. The low so nice, chat. We did it twice. Najm, though, is keeping the distance. Yo, what's up, Big Ditto? How you been, brother? And Diddle, as I know you're partnered on both, we can honestly say though, Twitch is much harder to get partnered on. YouTube, as long as you put out a couple good videos, it seems like they'll take you. Nice. All right though, Najm's still with the lead though. He is still maintaining that social distance. All right though, Najm, there's 13 seconds left on the big board, chat. Hey, what's going on, Thunder? How you doing, by the way? Erdomito, I see you as well. How's everybody chilling? Overhead is good, and there's nothing Kaizen can do. Can he bring this back? Is there any way? And that, oh, he got it!
Round 2.
Kaizen won that round. How did he win that? The 900 health was how he got it, chat. That is actually insane. Chat, we gotta pay attention. Enough about being partnered on YouTube, which I am. We gotta focus on this. And Kaizen needs just one more. Can he get one more? Najm, though, he is on a rampage. He's got to come back. He's got to do the damn thing. And we got to get back to it, chat. We got to get back to the left head and see who's going to win this. Okay. And again, though, we are going to break away from this. Does not want to get snapped. Does Kaizen. Remember, these are 2 character loyalists. Some of the best in the world. Good. And again, though, the pressure is on, though. Kaizen not letting go of the block button. And Najm is putting on the pressure, chat. Najm, though, gonna open him up like a Christmas present, and we are going crazy. We're going too crazy. And chat, I think this is gonna do it. Oh, he reverses. I didn't know you could do that. Can Kaizen still kill from here? Is it possible? Kaizen needs one more, and he gets one more. That is going to be a 3-1 score. And chat, all I can say is GG's to both players. Najm, thank you so much for coming through. And Kaizen, we will see you soon. A very good set. And guys, there is a lot more to come. However, we've got to get to the next match, and let's go look at that replay. And Najm, you are definitely somebody we want to get back soon. Hopefully you can make it. And thank you so much for coming in today, man. Definitely appreciate you. And thank you, Baldur, for handling those predictions. Let's go take a look at the bracket. All right, so as you can see from my chart here, this will be Kaizen. Moving on to the semifinals, and let's see how far they can go. But coming up next, chat, this is going to be North America versus France. JoeStar versus Jordi, and let's get this damn thing started.
Omni-Man.
And let's see it though. Let's see if JoeStar can take out Jordi. This is gonna be an international matchup, something you will not see very, very often. And Kartoshka, what's up, brother? And look at this bald Reiko. I don't know if I like it, chat. This is interesting.
Duty, honor, I almost respect you.
Oh, Dreadshot, yeah, that's the exact vibe we like to give out. Like Joe Rogan and Alex Jones mixed into one. And let's see it though, JoeStar coming out. And let's see what Jordi can do. How is the connection gonna hold up? It doesn't look like it's too bad. Nice stuff from JoeStar already. And Jordi is going for a ride. We can most certainly see it. Nice. And again, the low is gonna be money. The low again, here comes JoeStar. He is cleaning this up. And again, and again. Yo, what's up, Shambolic? Oh, I'm drinking plenty of water. In fact, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, chat.
Round 2. Fight!
And now let's get back to the lesson at hand. Let's see if JoeStar is going to be able to finish this one where he started. What's up, Subby, by the way? Okay. Nice. And check, give me 1 second. I will be right back.
Finish him! Reiko wins.
And we are back, man. You can't hold a good dog down for too long. That is going to be JoeStar with a game number 1 win. And let's get right back to the action. And let's do it. What's going on, everybody in the building? A 1-0 lead for JoeStar. I did get to see that back on my way in. And let's see how Jordi can respond. Chat, let's go.
Reiko, Tremor, Sector.
And let's do the damn thing. Game number 2 is coming your way. JoeStar coming out of sin.
Bound to General Shao by blood.
Osmos, you know the vibes.
Honor.
Absolutely. You gotta pay the iron price if you want to commentate under these circumstances. And let's get back to it. Let's go.
Round 1. Fight!
And JoeStar once again a 1-0 lead, and let's see how Jordi can respond. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, trying to get the mix-up, but a little bit out of range. Nice down 1, but another down 1 into the response. Good. And here we go, Chad. This is going to be JoeStar taking him for a ride. Double leg takedown and some ground and pound. Nice, the low. And another one. Here comes JoeStar. Oh, Baldur, you already know the vibes, man. Chicken breast and crystal meth. We love it. And a delectable diet. Good. All right, so the Ninja Stars are going crazy. Jordi has got to get something started if he's going to beat JoeStar right now. Oh, the command grab in the air is good to go. I did not know you could combo after that. And that is going to be JoeStar with another lead.
2. Fight!
Shutter, I have no idea what you're talking about. You got to focus on the matches. We can't look back. We got to march further. On to Dawn. The low. All right, still pushing forward. And here we go again as JoeStar. Still not done. He's going aerial with this one. JoeStar, man, is playing out of his mind. We're going to see if he can march to the next game, to the next round. But right now, here comes Jordi. And Jordi, man, is going absolutely crazy. There's the double rockets, but no combo after that one, Chad. Yo, what's up, Big Makoto? How you been, brother? Oktober's losing his mind. We lost our mind a long time ago, but don't tell anybody. We're going aerial. Can Jordi knock this up? He looks like he's waking up, Chad. Nice. Down 1 again. And here we go. JoeStar, this should be the killing blow, and it is. A 2-0 lead coming from Sin's own JoeStar. I've never seen this man play in my life, but he's coming out here, and he is doing the damn thing.
Reiko wins.
And a 2-0 lead just like that. Cobra is cheering for the Reiko buffs. We'll see if we get any of those. But first, we got to go to game number 3 and see how Jordi is going to fare. Is he going to make a switch? What is he going to do? Find out right now, chat, but only on Vapor-View. Let's go. And welcome all 100 plus people in the building. I know that's Cobra Tango on 100 accounts that I asked him to make, trying to boost us in the algorithm, and we like that sort of thing.
Tremor. The gateway.
Tell the General, Outworld is mine.
He would prefer that I bring him your head.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, chat, here we go back to game 3. We are seeing Death by Snoo. Shout out to Futurama, one of the best animated shows ever. But here we gotta see this, so JoeStar, Jordi is gonna have one more chance at taking this, but only one more chance. Yo, what's going on, Big Gear? I see you in the building. How you been? Makoto is saying Vape 1000. It is the best cybernetic unit that has ever been invented. Let's call it like it is. All right, though, JoeStar once again is sitting on his potentially last game in this set, but Jordi's not gonna let him off the hook. We can see it. Nice low. And by the way, chat, currently a $0 prize pool. If anybody does want to support the stream, that is how you do it. but never feel obligated, but always appreciated. And let's go. Jordi, though, that should be a punish. And once again, JoeStar is getting left off the hook. This might be enough to do it. Is it going to be? And that is going to be JoeStar going on set point just like
Round
that.
2. Fight.
Oh, Baldur, yes, the vape 250, man. The vape 180, okay? And here we go again. JoeStar, he needs one more. Can he get one more? Beautiful stuff to avoid the rugged as well. What's going on, by the way, Blackwell? You said vape have mercy on your vocal cords? Absolutely not. We give no breaks on this train. We gotta keep going. And this is gonna be JoeStar with a beautiful 3-0 score.
Like those before you.
Brutality. Reiko wins.
And chat, with that victory, that is gonna be JoeStar marching forward to semifinals. Let's go take a look at this replay. Jordi, and if you're watching, thank you so much for coming through to play. We'll get you on real soon, but that is gonna be JoeStar moving on to the semifinals. And chat, once again, we gotta go take a look at the bracket because we gotta show you how things are developing. Hey, Blackwell, thank you so much for being here, man. It means a ton to us. So, moving on is going to be JoeStar to the semifinals, and let's see how far he can make it. Coming up next, though, this is going to be Zooted versus Oktober. This should be Conan versus Sub-Zero. I'm very excited for this. Be sure to send out those invites, Zooted or Oktober, and let's go.
Shujinko. Cyrax. Shujinko. Temple of Kataravala.
And here we go into game number 1, the Conan, the Lonan, as some people call him, taking on Oktober. Let's see if he's got the goods to win this thing. And the Hunter, that is a very good thing in the waiting. Here we go, though. It is Zooted, it is Oktober, and let's see how Conan looks in 2025. Is he gonna be up to snuff? Is he gonna be able to take out right now, though? Zooted is gaming. And Conan, a character, in my opinion, that was not very well received, but Zooted never gave up. He never let a good dog down, and he is still rolling. Right now, though, Oktober, though, going down one in the clone, and Zooted again is gonna be pressing. Zooted, by the way, one of our biggest sponsors of the channel. We gotta get him on, and we gotta see him whoop some ass. He is going crazy. All right, good stuff yet again. Oh no, the Hunter, we have not had one Cyrax. I can guarantee you, we will not get any. All right, though, Oktober, though, he is still fighting back, and let's see if he can bring this back. Okay, the jump in, and we are going eastbound on the I-10 freeway. But Zooted, though, get an anti-air, nice. But the jump, this could be disastrous. Okay, the breaker is gone. And when the heat is on, the pain is gone. And that is gonna be Zooted with the round.
You are crushed.
Round 2. Fight.
By the way, Black Tim, since you are new to the events, make sure when this set is looking like it's gonna be over, you do send out an invite. That way we're rocking in, that way we are rolling. Okay, good stuff again, and we're going aerial. The Conan is going crazy. I know RoboCop is loving this. And another punish coming from Oktober. And again, we are going aerial. This is disgusting pressure. I hate it. That being said, I love it. Forward 1-2. And let's see, though, can Oktober, can he bring this back, though? He's already down a round. Or is it going to be the Conan? And he drops it, not like this. But I think Oktober is not familiar with this matchup. Something's happening. Some random bullshit. Go, pocket sand. Okay, and another one, and again, and again. The jumping is gonna do it, and there is gonna be Zooted on a 1-game win streak. And JoeStar with the follow. Thank you so much, man, and welcome to the channel. And let's go. And Jeezy coming out with the movie quotes. We love it. This is going to be a 1-game win streak. Let's see if Oktober can battle back. Or is it going to be Conan moving on to semifinals? Game 2 is coming your way. And chat, once again, these events are all sponsored by the community. Thank you so much for letting us come out here and doing this. If it wasn't for you guys, I honestly would not do these events. Thank you again.
Shujinko.
Hey, what's going on, Big EC? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome, everybody. Let's go.
You did that all by yourself.
And let's see who's got this. We got to keep marching further onto dawn. This is Zooted with a one-game win streak, and let's reflect that on the scoreboard. Let's go. Big EC's in the building, and that is a very good thing. That makes me extremely happy. But I'll be honest with you, chat, I'm kind of pissed right now. In fact, you might even say I am royally pissed. This is going to be Oktober, though, battling back two. The back two so nice. We did it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Who the fuck cares? And Zooted is still getting up in those DMs. He's going crazy. And the pressure is on. He said, what's on your mind, vape? Oh, headphones at the moment. Who knows, man? Who knows? I'm a crazy person. Okay? And again, though, it is going to be Oktober with the lead. Can Zooted bounce back? Can he get this done? And another punish. And here comes Shujinko. And the Shujinko pick is looking like the big brain pick. All right, though, and again, but what is this? Is this gonna be the round? Zooted, he does have breakaway. And he can no longer break, chat! And Zooted, he should have spent it while he had it. But this is gonna scale, and scale very, very heavily. All right, though, let's go. Let's see, though, can Oktober win this round? And Zooted's still pressing through, but the slide is gonna get him. And Baldur, thank you so much for putting up that donation. Go, let's go, and let's roll, chat. This is rocking and this is rolling. You guys, allow me to do this event. And chat, my dad was asking me recently. He's like, why do they let you yell at them for 2 hours? And I'm like, it's a very good point. I don't know. Next question. And that's another punish, though, coming courtesy of Big Zooted as well, chat. And Baldur letting people know, do not donate to that link above. We will see what happens, and let's go. All right, though, and again, oh, what is this? The low is good, the mix is good. Beautiful stuff, beautiful pressure. And Zooted is in a world full of trouble. He's got to fight through this. And there's the punish. Nice. The low. Oh, they calls it out, chat. And Oktober is getting taken for a ride. And this is disastrous. And this might be enough. In fact, that is going to be enough.
I hate the sight of you.
Final
Oh, man.
round.
Conan sounding like the Facebook moms when they talk to me in the DMs. We love it. Let's go. Oh, Moker, that is insane, man. I don't know about that. And Rips is actually here, not like this. Oh, Moker, you fucked up now. You fucked up. The big dog is in the house. I've never seen Rips react that quickly. Usually Rips is over here lurking. But you know what? He says, what is this? What is this bullshit? However, though, we gotta focus back on this. Oktober is getting his ass beat. He's gotta do something. And let's get it. Hey, Rips' voice is everything we dreamed to have. Look at me putting on this show just because I envy that. And Kimball, thank you so much for the follow. Let's get it. And another low. Can Oktober finish this? Or is it going to be Big Zooted? There's another punish. Down one. And the Wiz is going to be Zooted. This is it. This is the game. And Zooted on a 2-match win streak, chat.
Finish me.
And let's go. Let's get back to the replay. Jeezy, funny story. I showed my dad who Rips was. He's like, that's great. You should be more like that. And I'm like, you have no idea. Either way, though, we got to get back to the action. On to game number 3. What's going on, by the way, Subby? Let's get to game number 3. Coming your way.
Sub-Zero, Conan, Shujinko, Cyrax.
He said, tell your dad to run the fucking set, says Rips. And Rips, I would give you a shout out. In fact, I'm going to give you a shout out. The only thing is, who in the world does not know who you are at this point? Even my family knows who Rips is. They're like, that guy's good. Be more like that, babe. Zooted, I don't care. We upload to YouTube, but you know what? I don't give a shit. We'll figure it out. And let's get it. Let's go. Let's do the damn thing. And by the way, guys, we did just recently get partnered on YouTube, Rips. I'm coming for your title. We got to see if we can get it done, though. But first, we got to see if Oktober can bring this back. Does he have the technology? Does he have the money? Beautiful stuff again, though. Oktober with an Omega big life lead. Thank you so much, Big Ribs. All right, the overhead is gonna land, though. Oktober is having himself a hell of a rebel. Wait a minute. He says my retirement is coming closer and closer, and so is that round, and that is gonna be Oktober in the lead.
Round 2. Fight.
And it says, I wish I spoke Vapanese, man. You have no idea, man. All you gotta do is just yell. Yell at your chat. Keep it going. Move it. And there is Oktober. He knows that this is gonna be his last chance. All right, though, and again, another parry, chat. What is this? All right, Zooted. He needs to win one more, but he is not gonna be able to if he keeps getting hit by clones. And again, though, Oktober having a hell of a game. Okay, the low. And another one. What is this? The pressure is mounting. The phone is ringing. You better answer. I'm just saying random bullshit at this point, chat. Trying to kill dead air time. And another one, though, in Oktober. Looks like he's gonna battle back. Can Zooted survive this? He cannot.
Sub-Zero.
And Oktober, after going down 2 games, he is gonna battle back and win one. He still needs one to tie this up. And Rips, man, that going live every single day thing, man, it'll drive a man insane. I have no idea how you survive this long, man. He's still going, by the way. I think Rips told me one time, he's like, besides like the hospital, I was live for like 6 or like a couple hundred days at once. I'm like, damn, a man can dream, Kenny, let's go.
Of the Dragon Army.
Liu-Kang has turned you against us.
You did that, all by yourself.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, let's go. Let's get it, and let's see who is gonna bring this back. Is it gonna be Oktober or is it gonna be Zooted? Zooted again, though. The parry's gonna be money. Did that Arnold just sound Irish? Hey, Irish Arnold is the way to go. Zooted is putting on the pressure. Can we get a Conan? Can a Conan make a deep run in this tournament? We're gonna find out. Nice low again. And the Cyrax is picking up the tab, chat. What's going on, Big Arrow? Forward 1-2, into the low, into the Cyrax. Oktober is battling, chat. He is going crazy. And again, another one. What is this? Is Dude gonna spend it? Is he gonna go for it, chat? And another one. He needs one more mix, and he gets one more mix. And Chad Zooted is gonna go on set point, just like that. Osboss, he's the only Conan main I know. I think Social still plays him. I think El Kukui plays him, but I'm not sure, man. If you're gonna play this character, man, oh man, that is gonna be some serious time investment. Yeah, Rip Social, I was gonna say. You say he's the low man main. This might have to be the thumbnail. And again, and another one. The down one. Overhead pressure, but the low is good again. And that means Cyrax is gonna be good again, chat. Disgusting pressure. He can't reach him, but he can. Beautiful punish. Zooted refusing to stop pressing buttons. He's literally too angry to die. And here comes a full combo. Oktober is in a world full of trouble. What's up, by the way, Big Luke? Shout out to Luke's forearm. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get it. Below, but there's a punish. He's got to spend it. Spend it. Don't even think about it. No more time for thinking. And is he going to go for it? Oh, he drops it. Oh, the overhead. And let's see it, though. Let's see if a Conan can make that run. He's not breaking, chat. He just eats it like a slice of cake. Oh, Rips, thank you so much, brother. I really, really appreciate that, man. And you know who's behind that as well. It is our boy.
Feel death chill.
Final round. Fight.
Once again, shout out to all the goats in the chat. Shout out to Rip Arena. Shout out to all the cool people. And Shutter. Nice low as well. There's Cyrax again. And let's get it, though. The overhead is going to be good. Zooted, he is still on set point. And that bot Jeezy rips. Jeezy's catching strays. And so is Oktober. This is not looking good. And Chad, Once again, taking on a good Sub-Zero, man. It's like being the short guy at the urinal. You gotta be on your toes. And Jeezy, you deserve it. You deserve every bit of this. And again, though, this is gonna be Oktober taking the lead. Chat, do we get a game number 5? Or is it in the cards? Zooted finally has to break away. Oh, he's putting on the Death's Embrace. Conan form. And you have to now kill him twice. Rips, are you serious? Oh my God, he doesn't even leave me on red, except for when I'm drunk. Nice low, and another one. This is gonna be Cyrax in chat. Oh, he's still alive, he's still alive. Hang on, chat, he's coming back from the dead. He's coming back. There's no way Zooted wins this. And there is Oktober. We are going to a game number 5.
Sub-Zero.
And chat, let's go take a look at that Jumbotron if we can for that official replay. Brought to you by this amazing community. And Zooted, man, you need to win one more. All right, though, there is the replay. As you can see, this is not edited footage. This is what actually happened. And chat, once again, oh, Rips. Let me show you something. You're gonna like this.
Sub-Zero.
Let me see if I can get to it. Let me see if I can find it.
General Shah. Sector. Cyrax.
All right, looks like I got it in chat. Here is going to be your game number 5. And Empress Mayhem with the follow. Thank you so much.
Round 1. Fight.
And let's get it. Let's go. We got to see who is going to be moving on to the quarterfinals with this. Oh, Rips. By the way, though, Zooted coming out with something a little bit more serious. Kaizen, I've tried importing all his goods. And by the way, Chad, Rips gives me all this shit, all right? Rips will just hit me up, dude. He's like a garage sale. Like, babe, do you want this? I'll be like, fuck yes, I want this. And then afterwards, I go on stream, right? I go to Rips' stream, and he's telling people, Vape stole this shit from me, and I have to deal with this. This is bullshit, chat. I don't deserve this. Here comes Zooted, though. He is coming on. He is putting on the pressure. And that is not gonna hit, and no full combo. Oh, but this might be enough. Zooted, you gotta break, brother. He's not gonna break, he's gonna eat this. Why is he eating this? And that is gonna be the round.
Round 2. Fight.
And what's going on, attack potency? Why is Zooted not breaking away? Is Oktober gonna be able to make this run to the semifinals? There's only one way to find out, and we gotta see it right now, but only chat on pay-per-view. It is the only way moving forward. And chat, we are trying to start a movement. It is called boycotting Rips. I mean, watching Vape's fight night from start to finish. And again, Zooted is putting on the pressure. And chat, this is gonna go down to the final round. Final game, let's go.
Final round. Fight.
Rips, isn't it funny, by the way, how it started with my voice getting a little bit deeper? Just a little bit. And now I'm full Hulk Hogan. And again. And after this, GZ, the next match is on the way. By the way, big Black Tims. And who is it? CyberCalix. Get those invites ready because we got a show to put on. And beautiful pressure coming from Zooted. Is he going to be able to finish as the overhead is going to be money? Another 150 on 1. Sweet baby 2-month-old infant Jesus. The up block from Zooted. He's going crazy, Chad. And Zooted, is he going to win this tournament? There's only one way to find out. I know, Jeezy, I was watching him too. I was watching our old ones. However, though, we are going full deep voids. We are going crazy. The low, and he's gonna spend it, unfortunately. This will be the end. This is gonna be Zooted moving on to the semifinals with a 3-2 score. Oktober, thank you so much for playing. We definitely hope to see you again. Congratulations to Big Zooted. We will see you in the next round. However, Chad, we got to get back to the lesson at hand. Let's go take a look at that replay. All right, chat, and as you can see from my chart here, that is once again going to be Zooted moving on in a phenomenal performance. Let's go take a look at that bracket. All right, so Zooted, congratulations. One of the channel's biggest sponsors, by the way, gonna be moving on to bigger and better things. Oktober, we definitely hope to see you again. But coming up next, chat, this is gonna be CyberCalix taking on all Black Tims, and let's get to it. Let's put on a show. All right, chat, because we did need a fill-in relatively late, it is now gonna be Tarnish stepping in and taking on CyberCalix. Let's go. This should be ERMAC versus Liu-Kang, and let's get it. All right, chat, let's get it, and let's go. This is gonna be our last quarterfinal of the night. This is gonna be Tarnish coming out of Sin. 2 Sin players on the board, let's go.
But I find myself glad it happened.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, though, let's figure this out. Let's make this happen, and let's see if it's gonna be Tarnish or CyberCalix making their way deeper into this bracket. Once again, a huge thank you to everybody for supporting the stream coming through. CyberCalix does not sin. He actually has another clan that he is in. His clan is going to be FTG, and we are going to represent that right here. Oh, Baldur, without a doubt, without a doubt. But CyberCalix are trying to battle back. CyberCalix, one of the best Lus you will see in the entire scene. And he's over here putting on a show. 4-4 pressure, needs one more, and he gets one more. Doesn't even need the fatal. And that is gonna be CyberCalix with the lead.
Waiting for me to falter.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, and Tarnish tried to anti-air that. And CyberCalix is having a ball, going crazy. Good, again, the low. More forward 4, the down 1. And we are getting up in those DMs, says Big Tarnish. No Janet there, interesting. But that should be a punish. In fact, it will be, but he drops it. And CyberCalix, one of the youngest prodigies you will see in the scene. I found him in Rips Arena, and I stole him from there as well. Thank you again, Rips. And this is, he's at the 40. Can he get to the 50? Can he potentially get to the 60? Oh, the punish, forward 4 again. And the jump in, but there's an anti-air, Chad. And we are all tied up. This is gonna be Tarnish. Knotting this bad boy up, let's go.
Fight.
All right, though, oh, what is this? Oh, Baldur, there's a reason why Rips doesn't have hair. I stole it all. Good, and Janet is still on the loose, Chad. How much damage are we looking at? What is this gonna be? And we are going crazy. We are going too crazy. And we like that sort of thing. All right, fireballs on the loose. And right now, though, it is going to be Tarnish having to wait this out. Again, and another one. And this is going to be Tarnish taking an Omega big life lead. Can Sin get 2 players on the board? What is this going to be? And this is Tarnish. He needs one more. Can he get one more? And that is going to be the game. Tarnish taking the lead. Let's go.
ERMAC wins.
And let's go take a look at that Jumbotron, sponsored by the community. Thank you guys again for being here, as always. And CyberCalix, man, getting knocked down a peg, but let's see if he can battle back. Tarnish does look like he knows this matchup and knows it pretty well. However, we gotta go to game number 2. We gotta see if CyberCalix can battle back and get another one, or get one on the board.
Liu-Kang. Janet King. Cum Lao. The Tea House.
Your power is...
On to game number 2 we go. This is CyberCalix, this is Tarnish, and Tarnish enjoying that 1-game win streak. And I feel confident in saying Tarnish is gonna be one of Sin's best players. Keep in mind, we also do have JoeStar in the house. And Jeezy's still kicking it with us. What's going on? Nice. And an overhead is going to be money. We are going up in the air. And this is Tarnish taking an Omega big life lead. He's at the 30. Can he get to the 40? The 50? Can he go all the way? And look at the damage, chat. He's getting to the 50 without a doubt. Oh my goodness. Look at this damage. 62%. And that is not nothing. Down below. Okay. And another grab as well. And this is crazy amounts of damage. Tarnish is going off, chat. Okay, overhead is gonna be good. And CyberCalix is running out of chances, and he's running out of life. Down one. And this is gonna be Tarnished. He needs one more. And he gets one more. Here it comes.
Cancelled.
Round 2.
CyberCalix, man, has got to get on his P's and Q's before he ends up on the evening news. The overhead is going to be good. What's going on, Amon? Shout out to our #1 bidder and one of our biggest supporters, Amon, who I found out is a streamer as well. Like, I need more competition. Amon, you are never allowed to stream again. No more stream. Go follow Amon, everybody. And again, though, this is going to be an overhead, but it is not going to be paying off. And let's get it, though. Let's go. CyberCalix is trying to put the squeeze on Big Tarnished. Can he get it? Good grab, but even better tech, says CyberCalix. And this is some treacherous amounts of damage. CyberCalix cannot take too much more. Is Tarnished going to run away with this thing? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And that is going to be the game, though. That is going to be Tarnished again on a 2-match win streak, chat.
Finish him. ERMAC win.
And Tarnished is looking like he is going to make that or that semifinal run. Keep in mind, he found out about this tournament 10 minutes ago, and we like that sort of thing, man. He didn't have any time to prepare. He just jumped right in and said, oh, you know what? Let's see how far I can get. And Amon, thank you so much for those biddies as well. Cobra, Cobra, yes, JoeStar. JoeStar is still in the tournament. By the way, Kaizen and JoeStar, get those invites sent out. Add each other on your WBs. Make sure you guys get those locked in. Make sure you get those loaded.
Within us who know you.
Are they friends?
Oh, Cobra, we're gonna see right now if he can cook, but however, we gotta get back to this. We gotta see if CyberCalix can make this comeback. Let's get it.
Round 1. Fight.
And let's make this happen. Let's see who is gonna be coming out on the winning end of this. The low. All right, the overhead is gonna be good, and Tarnished, it looks like he's running away. Love the stage, by the way. All right, the down 2 again. And once again, they'll try to get those Janet combos. We are breaking from that, says Big CyberCalix. And once again, guys, currently a $0 prize pool. If anybody does want to donate, here are the links. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. And again, though, CyberCalix, we have throw combos, and he is not shy about it. Nice low. Okay, and another grab, though. Here comes Tarnished. Omega big life lead, getting him in the corner. Jumping in a beautiful anti-air. CyberCalix might be able to take the lead. Can he do it? Oh, the low. And again, here comes Tarnished. Is he gonna spend the fatal? I don't even know if he needs it. Oh, he drops it. The armor, the grab. This might be enough, chat. 30 seconds on the big board, but this might be enough to put him away. And here comes Cyber.
Come on.
Round 2. Fight.
Back to the next match, though. Cyber getting some wind in his sails, some steam in his engine. However, though, we are getting out of this corner, says Tarnished. And the Janet is out again. The Janet is on the loose. Jeezy, I have no idea. I don't know shit about fuck. I'll be perfectly honest. Below. And Janet is still on the loose. What is this? And we are going aerial, man. This is looking splendiferous, stunning, and even brave, some would say. Critics agree. This is going to be one of the best matches of the night. And let's see if Tarnished can bring this back. Exactly, Jeezy, exactly. And that is going to be Tarnished going on set point.
Final round. Fight.
All right, though, let's make this happen. Though the jumping in there is a guaranteed combo. Tarnished is forced to break. And again, we take this up skywards, and we are going eastbound on the I-10 freeway, chat. Kaizen, I did get your invite, by the way. We will be accepting as soon as this set ends. However, CyberCalix, he is not getting blanked. At least so it would appear. Is this gonna kill? It's close. Below. And another grab, man. This is crazy. And another one to go with it. Is there any way Tarnished can actually bring this back? Gotcha, Kaizen. Thank you so much, by the way. Tarnished, he would need a solid whopper. And Pity Supreme with the follow, thank you so much. And Chad, that is gonna be CyberCalix getting on the board and not getting blanked. Not today, good sir.
Liu-Kang wins.
And Cyber, he still needs to win one game just to tie this up. And let's go look on the Jumbotron for that result. And App, what's going on, brother? Welcome back. He said Twitch has updated their terms of service, vape. You gonna read them out? What did they say? No more vaping? No more coaching? I'm fucked, chat. I'm screwed.
ERMAC. Liu-Kang.
App, what are the rules? I don't know. Is it serious?
Cum laude.
And Moker with the follow. Thank you so much. Let's get into the next game.
His magic taints the souls within you.
Can you end this debasement? Round 1, fight.
All right, let's go. Let's see if CyberCalix can mount the comeback. Can he do it? All right, though. And again, I like this ERMAC skin a lot. The Scarecrow mask on him. Gonna be fitting him. Nice overhead, but it's not gonna work. And Pitties, thank you so much for that, man. Welcome to the channel, by the way. And thank you so much for the follow. The low is good, and so is the combo that follows. Oh, Kaizen, I agree 100%, but Tarnished looks like he is not going to let this go any longer. Can he finish this game? Is there going to be any game 5? CyberCalix, he's got to get on his bike. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Ratchet? Welcome back. And again. Good grab as well. Nice. All right, though, CyberCalix, he's got to start something. He cannot sit here and eat this damage. This round has been one-way traffic.
Superstar.
Round 2, fight.
And as always, you got to watch your P's and Q's or else you will end up on the evening news. Good low, and we are going for the zoner warfare on this. You got to be careful, though, because ERMAC does have a good teleport. If you zone for too long. Okay, overhead, and a low. And another low. The low so nice we're doing. He's spamming. Chat, get him out of here. He's spamming. And I don't like it. That being said, I kind of like it. And chat, I am pissed right now. Let me just start off by saying I am royally pissed at how these two are playing. Because they're playing too good. It's stealing the attention away from me. And I hate it. Good. Oh, a grab is going to be money. And Tarnish looking like he's going to take the lead. Oh, Mr. Ratch, you already know. Okay, overhead. And what is this? Literally, what is it? I don't have eyes. And this is gonna be some serious damage. Can Tarnish close it out right now? Can he make his way to the semifinals? And again, the low. Gotta be careful for that armor because it is Tarnished. Wait, this could be enough. This should be enough to do it. And Tarnished is going to eliminate CyberCalix by a score of 3-1. He's gonna bounce him off the stage. And that again is going to do it.
Brutality. ERMAC wins.
And CyberCalix, thank you again for playing, man. CyberCalix making deep runs in tournaments. However, it is going to be Tarnished. Able to take that thing today. And you know what? We got to go look at that replay. We got to see how he got it done. And CyberCalix, man, he's new to the scene, man, but he has been making waves, and we definitely look forward to seeing him again. However, it is going to be Tarnished. Moving on and getting it done. Let's go take a look at the bracket, and let's see how things are looking. So, with that result, it will be Tarnished. Moving on to the semifinals. Chat, we got to go to our next match, though. We got to see it, because this is going to be Kaizen versus JoeStar, and let's go.
Dark Cotton Colony.
And here we go to game number 1. Let's get this bad boy started. This is going to be semifinal number 1.
Round 1, fight.
All right, let's see who's gonna take this in these Battle of Titans. Both these two won their first match very convincingly. And let's see if it's gonna be Kaizen, but JoeStar is mobbing right now. Overhead is gonna be good. Okay, and again. All right, Ninja Stars are on the loose. The back 3 is gonna be good. And here comes Kaizen. Kaizen widely regarded the best reptile on the planet. But is it gonna be good enough to beat Big JoeStar? JoeStar, one of Sin's best players. And he is not shy about it. What's going on, Big Zooted? Okay, the low. And again, another low coming your way. And JoeStar right now is taking it to Kaizen. A very surprising result. But this Reiko is not playing around. He is not joking about this. He wants to make grand finals. The low, and that is going to do it. Good stuff from JoeStar.
I'll show no mercy.
Round 2, fight.
All right, though, Kaizen saying, you want to play? Let's play. We can most certainly do this. And Kaizen, the corner pressure, but good blocks from JoeStar, knowing the technology that is coming his way. And another low, but we do have double leg takedowns. And yo, what's up, Magic Make? How's your day going? Again, skybound and down Kaizen. Looks like they are keen to knot this up. Overhead, and that is gonna be guaranteed chip, and Kaizen gonna take that.
Final round. Fight.
And let's go. And Jeezy, I am agree. Everybody's choosing Tremor, by the way. All right, big belly to back suplex, and Tremor is again on the loose. Oh, Magic Meg, I am agree, man. We banned the character from the event, so I would certainly hope we don't see it. We gotta keep this moving and grooving. And that is gonna be some solid mix coming from Kaizen. And again, skybound and down. The double leg takedown is not gonna hit. Okay. And this is some serious damage. This is some serious cheddar. And this is a nice chunk of change, to say the least. The overhead slam. And here comes JoeStar. Is he gonna spend the fatal? He drops it. Oh, Moker, you better believe it, man. And again, this should be the end of the game. I think this is gonna do it, chat. And take me out of the oven, because I am done. I don't know, though. The scaling, chat. Wait a minute. He's not dead, is he? Oh, Jesus. And that is going to do it. JoeStar's on the board.
Reiko wins.
And JoeStar with a 1-0 lead right now. Kaizen in a little bit of trouble. JoeStar, by the way, making his debut on Vape's Fight Night, and we're big fans of that. We love to see new players. And Crossio, how's your day going, man? Much love, and thank you guys again for being here. Let's get back to the match. Once again, if you're curious what this stream is a top 8 bracket. This is Vape's Fight Night, where we do events, and sometimes they're good. Other times, no, not as good.
Great Hall.
But we're honest about
Feel
that.
mad we escaped you at the festival? I will never forgive myself.
And here we go, game number 2, JoeStar versus Kaizen. Let's do it.
Round 1. Fight.
And we gotta see, y'all. We gotta make this happen. Because right now, JoeStar does not want to let this lead up. And he is continuing to put on the pressure. Jump in, down one. The down one's so nice, we did it twice. And Kaizen, though, JoeStar is a brick wall. We gotta call it like it is. Okay, and again, though, there's the air grab. Man, that thing is big time broke. Kaizen, though, would have to make this comeback if he's gonna get it done. He cannot afford to lose another round of JoeStar. He cannot afford to lose another game. The Whippopotamus. Stand 3. And okay. Oh, stand 3 again. And this is a nice overhead. He needs one more. Can he get one more? And JoeStar is taking an Omega big life lead.
Round 2. Fight.
Good jump in, though. JoeStar gonna get them trade in that air to air. And the big double leg takedown with some ground and pound Kaizen. The Zateran Force is out in action. And Kaizen is gonna connect the stand 3. Gonna send him full screen. Comes right back, though, and another stand 3 to go alongside that. The pressure is mounting. The down 1 is good. Another down 1. We are just mashing at this point, and I like it. There's a nice punish coming from Kaizen. Should be enough to take the lead, chat. Oh, what is this, though? JoeStar almost gets it. And Kaizen again on the receiving end of one of Sin's best players. And here comes JoeStar. But Kaizen, though, this is close, and he gets the low. The mix is good.
Lessons are paying off.
And chat, excuse me for one quick second. One more time. All right, we're back. Let's do this shit. And Osboss, you already know the vibes. Oh, crazy. And this is Kaizen, though, at a deficit. JoeStar needs one more. Can he get one more? Oh, Jeezy, I'm never gone, man. I'm always coming back. I'm like that bowling ball. I'll always be back. And Kaizen now, looking like half the player he used to be. Because JoeStar on a 2-0 lead, chat.
Wins.
It's a joke. He literally split him in half. And Kaizen, man, he has been here forever in Vape's fight night. I think he's been here for around a year. And that Reptile is crisp. JoeStar is just saying that this Reiko is going to get the job done. And let's find out. Let's go.
Reptile, Reiko, Tremor, Scorpion, Sundo.
Slither back to Sikanda's a Terran. Ah, so you're one of those warm bloods.
And let's get this started. Let's go. Let's see if JoeStar is going to 3-0 this or if Kaizen has anything to say about it. Kaizen right now starting off strong, but can he maintain this pressure? Good. We are going to the corner. Beautiful use of the Scorpion. I love this to do more damage. And Kaizen is getting a shit ton more damage. Good. Below. All right, down one. Another down one. JoeStar is smashing, and we're big fans of this. Good anti-air from Kaizen. And we are marching eastbound, and Scorpion is picking up the tab on that one. Good. Beautiful stuff, though. JoeStar, can he bring this all the way back? Attack moves, I have no clue. And the way if he gets one more, is he gonna guess right? And he nails him! JoeStar just letting it rip, and that is gonna be Kaizen unable to break away. Wait, but oh man, JoeStar has been playing out of his mind, Chad. Somebody's gotta stop him.
Round 2. Fight.
It is on to the next match. It is on to the next game. Overhead is going to be money. The air grab yet again. Kaizen is going for a ride. JoeStar, I was not familiar with your game. Cobra Tango, if you're watching, this dude is crazy. Overhead, no good. Called it out. Okay. And another one, but here comes Kaizen as well. Kaizen knowing that this is their last chance. By the way, Tarnished and Zooted, let's get you guys in a hill and send me the invite. Because this looks like it might be over sooner rather than later. Okay. And again, though, the overhead slam the low, and this is wait, no. There's no way. Kaizen, he is going to go down by a score of 3-0. And that is going to be JoeStar coming out of Sin and making his way to Grand Finals.
Reiko wins.
However, chat, if you thought that's where the action ended, guess again. Because we have another Sin member coming up right now. And let's go look at that replay first of all. And as you can see, man, Kaizen was trying. Kaizen, by the way, thank you so much for playing. You know I love having you, Najm. Everybody else we get for a reason. However, we gotta go take a look at that bracket because it is gonna be JoeStar. Moving on to Grand Finals. And as you can see from my chart here, he came out here and he most certainly earned it. However, coming up next, chat, we have our next semifinal. That is gonna be Zooted versus Tarnished, and let's get that going.
ERMAC, Conan, Shujinko, Janet, Cage.
This is gonna be semifinal number 2, and let's get it going. Zooted versus Tarnished, and let's see who's gonna come out on
All
top.
spells can be broken.
And if you're a Sin player or you're representing Sin, or if you've heard of Sin, make some noise, because you have 2 potential teammates who are gonna be in semis or grand finals. And right now, Tarnished is trying to make this an all-Sin battle. Zooted in some serious trouble with the lowdown. Okay, and he is cooking though. Tarnished, can he make it to grands? Is he gonna get it done? And look at this damage. This is looking exquisite, stunning, and some might even say brave. The critics agree. This is gonna be a banger. And JoeStar in the building. What's going on, man? The low. And another grab. There is one to your dome nugget. 14%. Zooted, though, with the jump in pressure, though. Good. Finally getting something started. You gotta wonder if it's gonna be a little bit too late. The down one. The overhead is good. And Zooted is mauling. And another down one, though. There it is, though. That's the round.
Understudy.
Round 2. Fight.
That parry, though, always going to be a factor, and Zooted is not afraid to spend it. By the way, guys, if you remember those double elimination tournaments we just did, that all came courtesy of our GOAT Zooted, sponsoring the events, and now he's here to whoop some ass. But can he find his range? Can he get up in those DMs? He did make it to the semifinals. However, his battle is not over, and an amazing lead on Big Tarnish. He's going skybound. And let's see it, though, right now. Tarnish is trying to get up in there, but there's a whiffopotamus coming from Zooted. That is not ideal. Oh, no, Janet is here again. No, Chad, don't let it happen like this. Is he going to get to that 60%? These are two North American players. In fact, Chad, I can guarantee you the champion of today's event is going to be from North America. Nice, skybound and down. Zooted says enough is enough. We are breaking away from that. And he says, you know what? I'm coming back for more in case I die right now. Shujinko to pick up the tab. Not going to get it. The low again. And the down one. And look at this neutral on display. And what is this? And he gets it again. Chat, there's 17 seconds. Somebody's got to go. But this is going to be tarnished, at least for now. Oh, wait. Chat, I'm wondering something. Why didn't that activate the buff? And he throws him at the screen. Tarnished, literally breaking the stream display. And we like that sort of thing.
ERMAC wins.
A 1-0 score, down and bound, though. Let's see how Zooted responds. He does play other characters as well. Very interested to see what he comes out with. And Zooted saying no more prize pools for real. Zooted saying, Vape, I am done sponsoring your events. You do it. Let's get to the next match and let's go.
Conan, ERMAC, Janet K, Shujinko. The Gateway.
Here we go on to match number 2. Zooted still coming out with the loadout. What's going on, Big Shutter? And D-Boy Rose is loving what he sees. And already we have guaranteed one synth player in Grandfinals. Are we going to get 2, though? Is this going to be a sit-off? We'll find out right now. However, though, Tarnish looks like he is going to go meet his teammate. But none of Zooted has anything to say about it. Aerial is going to be where we take this battle. Good stuff. Impressive, to say the least, though. Overhead pressure. The low. And again, though, there's a nice grab, though, coming from Tarnish. Dude, Tarnish is one of the better ERMACs I have seen in quite some time. I'm sorry to all the Sin players. I didn't know y'all were crazy like this. I knew about Wits. I did not know about Tarnish and JoeStar. That being said, these two are banned for life. They look too good. In fact, they look so good, we're never inviting them back.
Round 2. Fight.
Tarnish, though, he is halfway to victory. Can he finish the other half? The low is going to be money. Overhead is good. Verdict, we've actually never, I know who Mars is, we've never had him on the stream. Maybe one day we'll get that Natara on board, but as of right now, we gotta see what his teammate, Tarnish. Let's see if he can figure this out. Let's see if he can get this going. Another punish. And you know Janet is on the way, and Zooted is in some serious trouble, chat. Oh, down one. And okay, wisely breaks away, does Tarnish. Does not want to eat this. And that is going to be the game. Tarnish on a 2-0 streak. And Zooted is trying, but this ERMAC pressure is looking immaculate.
We are forged from agony and pain.
Brutality.
Absolutely.
ERMAC wins.
Disgusting, but we love it, chat. Let's go take a look at that replay once again. After this match, we have one more. That is going to be Grandfinals, and let's see if it's going to be a team face-off, or if Zooted can bring this back. Zooted, by the way, one of our most supportive members of this channel. A big thank you to everything he does. And if it was not for him, a lot of these events would not be happening.
ERMAC. Sector.
And chat, here we go on to game number 3. Though Zooted coming out with the Sector. Something a little bit more zoner friendly. I like it.
Your parents are known to us.
Then you realize how dangerous I am.
And Zooted saying, I don't zone with this character. All right, let's go. We got rubber duckies, we got eyeballs, and we got pumpkins in the background. And let's see if Zooted can get going. By the way, guys, currently a $0 prize pot. If anybody does want to donate, here are the links. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. Thank you guys simply for being here, making these events what they are. And that Janet pressure is looking exquisite, splendiferous. Some would even say stunning. Oh, all right, Zooted. The overhead is not going to pay off. And no punish on that, though. Interesting. And again, though, the rockets are on the loose. No combo. Zooted is taking him towards the corner. There's the overhead. Here comes Big Zoot. Oh, the down one. The overhead is not good. He's going to the well a little bit too much. And chat, that might be the way to do it. That might be the round, and it is for Tarnished.
Round 2. Fight.
Tarnished officially gonna be on set point. Let's find out if he can do this damn thing. Or will it be Zooted being able to bring this back? Nice. And we are going aerial yet again, though the tables are breaking. The pumpkins are being destroyed. Good. Nice use of the armor. Knows the gaps. Love it. But Zooted, man, the pressure is on. Overhead, no good, though, but there's a down one to greet it. Okay. Wait, though, the teleport, but he catches him, does Zooted! And Sector, man, a very good character in this meta. Big pressure, and Tarnished trying to bring this back. He would need a solid burger in order to do this, but luckily he does have Janet. All right, keep in mind, though, Zooted does have breakaway. He's at the 50. Can he get to the 60? Chat, he drops it.
Smash to block.
Below into the overhead, the down one. And here, Zooted. He needs one more. Can he get one more? Breaker is gone. Tarnished, trying to kill this thing. And he spends it, but it's not gonna hit. And here comes Tarnished. He is gonna make his way, chat, to Grand Finals in a very, very good show. And again, though, we are still not done. He's gonna explode him all over the place, and that is GG's.
Brutality. ERMAC wins.
And chat, as always, a big thank you to Zooted, man. Not only for coming through to play, but also sponsoring the prize pots from the last few days, and overall just being a super, super cool guy. Zooted, you are welcome back anytime, and we hope to have you back. That Conan was cooking. All right, so it looks like in Grand Finals, chat, we have an all North American team battle. And let me show you exactly what we're doing. And Mr. Bonnie Binks, thank you so much for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. So coming up next, chat, is Grand Finals, our last one of the day. This is gonna be Tarnished versus JoeStar. Guys, let's get started and let's get JoeStar up in the building. I am sending you the WB invite.
Reiko. ERMAC. Janet.
And chat, here we go. This is Grand Finals brought to you again by this amazing community. It is Tarnished, it is JoeStar, it is going down right now.
There are none.
And let's see, chat, let's see who's got the goods here. Is it gonna be Tarnished? Is it gonna be JoeStar? Only one of these two Sin members is coming out with the gold. The other's gonna have to settle for silver. Nice, going aerial. This is gonna be JoeStar. JoeStar has absolutely decimated the competition. And you know what? We're big fans of his as already. And I can see a scenario we're getting these boys back very, very often. Good. And there's the Janet as well. Tarnished is going crazy with the pressure, chat. Remember, this is a 1-to-3 set. And oh my goodness, he got to the 60 and there's another punish. Tarnished, man, he feels very comfortable with these optimals. And again, though, is Janet on the way? Is he gonna get her back? It's close, but he will not have her. And again, though, that is Tarnished taking the first round.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, down one pressure. And a big suplex, the DDT. Nice. All right, though, but Tarnished trying to big brother JoeStar. This is exquisite. Good, aerial is where we are going. Down one. And another grab is crazy. Tarnished is pulling him away, chat. And this is mounting, man. This is insane. Oh, the whiff-opotamus. And let's see if Reiko is gonna be our champion for the day. A beautiful grab. I'm sorry, a beautiful use of the armor coming from Tarnished. Nice, and again, the pressure is mounting in the sky. Insane to see, man. And Tarnish is walking away with this thing. JoeStar is trying everything in the book, but he may not have the answers, not right now. And again, this is Tarnish's game. And ERMAC right now is going crazy for Tarnish in a 1-0 lead. And we gotta look on the Jumbotron to see just how that was done. What's up, by the way, Kartoshka? Welcome everybody hanging out. This is again Vapes Fight Night, and this is Grandfinals. Oh yeah, Moker, that is a very good point. That is his first game. JoeStar has lost.
ERMAC, Reiko, Janet, Cage, Dremor, Cage Mansion.
It is not our choice to serve Shao.
Yo, what's up, Big Kaido? How you been, my man?
If you had one.
Round 1, fight.
All right, though, let's do the damn thing, though. Let's see, is it gonna be Tarnish? Can he take another lead? We got rubber duckies, we got flamingos in the background. However, JoeStar, man, he does not want to get blanked. I don't know who usually wins this match when they have team battles. But you know what? Tarnish is going off right now. And again, though, this is Tarnish going crazy. Is he gonna get to the 60? He most certainly is. 60 plus, 61%. Okay, and another one though. This is gonna be some destructive damage coming from JoeStar. He's close. He has the lead on Tarnish, but he drops it, and that is gonna be a missed input. And Tarnish is gonna spend it. This is disastrous for JoeStar. JoeStar is going to be on the receiving end of that, and that is going to be the round. Very good comeback, though, from Tarnish.
Fight.
All right, though, but we're not done. The air grabs are a thing. You can't forget about it. Keep in mind, Tarnish will not have his fatal blow coming up. You jump in. Oh. And where is this, though? We are going aerial. Here comes Tarnish. This might be this is going to be enough to retake the lead. Is this going to be 60% and coming again? He does not drop these. Does Tarnish? He's at the 40. Can he get to the 50? He's close. And Janet is serving up a solid burger. There's 56. And that is not nothing, though. JoeStar is going for a ride. Below. And there's a double leg takedown, but it is going to whip. And Tarnish is mauling. And JoeStar, he is running out of options, and he is running out of life. And this, chat, is going to be a 2-0 lead.
ERMAC wins.
And chat, Tarnish, man, I don't know if he's lost a game all day, man. He has looked crazy today. JoeStar, we are finding out that he most certainly can bleed. Now it is up to him to see if he can make that reverse 3-0. And let's go, let's get it. Let's go back to the game scene and let's see how this is done. And Applechick says, unstoppable ERMAC. That might be the thumbnail for this video.
Reiko, ERMAC, Janet, Cage.
And chat, by the way, we did just get partnered on YouTube last night. If anybody wants to go leave a subscription on the channel, I would definitely appreciate it.
Then kill me.
Leave a nice comment, leave a mean comment, whatever it is you want to do. We are here for it.
Round 1, fight.
This could be our last match of the night. JoeStar is not switching character. He is not switching cameo. And Tarnish is not switching. The amount of pressure he is putting on. Good to go again, and there is Janet, though I don't think he's dropping this whatsoever, and he's not. Good to go yet again. And Tarnish, man, he's once again needs that last game. JoeStar looking to play spoiler. Below, and again, more pressure. Nice. And what is this, though? Tarnish with the duck. The almighty duck. This is some serious trouble, chat. Overhead, good to go, but the down two's gonna whiff. JoeStar trying to get his own combo right now. Wake up buttons. Below. Oh, the air grab is good. Can he combo off that? He cannot. The tremor, keeping everything safe. And he might just need to spend it. Just go for it, see if you guess right. Does he get it? He does! Yo, what's going on, Mr. Kubra? You are just in time, my man. How you been? And JoeStar just letting it rip, and he is rewarded for it. Finally showing some big signs of life.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice. And again, going skybound. It looks like JoeStar is just waking up, chat. And Empress Mayhem, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Nice. And another one, but there is a big duck though coming from Tarnish. Tarnish needs to win this entire game. Does not want to give JoeStar any room to breathe. Corner bound and down. We are on the east side of the screen. The freeway is looking crazy, and there's another pot edge. And Tarnish looks like he is going to take this round. However, it is important to know that it is not done. And we'll see what JoeStar can cook up if he gets the opportunity. There's a duck. Gotta break away from that. Tarnish does not even want to play with that. Okay. Oh, the air grab is good, and there's the tremor. JoeStar, this is gonna be the game.
Finish him.
And JoeStar saying we are not done here, not by a mile.
Reiko wins.
However, chat, we got another replay because we officially have a ball game. Can JoeStar send us to a game 5? We are gonna find out, and right now we will. Josh Ninja, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Shout outs to one of the Go Quan Chis, Josh. We need to get you in these events, man. We really do. All right, here's Tarnish, here's JoeStar. Sin is gonna get a champion regardless today, but let's find out who it's gonna be.
It is not our choice to serve Shao.
JoeStar looking to send us to a game number 5. And hopefully you guys have been enjoying the entertainment that has been coming your way. Remember, we are live basically every single day. And I think as of now, we've been live for about, 2.5 weeks straight? I lost count. I don't know how to count, chat. However, though, nice. And another low. And there comes Tarnish as well. We are not done. Tarnish, though, does not even want to sniff a game 5. If it's up to him, he's going to get it done right here and right now. Okay, and the pressure is looking immaculate. Looking splendiferous. Looking crazy. Tarnish needs one more. Can he get one more? And this pressure continuing to mount. And this is going to do it. Tarnish is on set point.
Round 2. Fight.
And let's go. Let's make this happen. Okay. JoeStar, if he's going to get it done, man, he cannot afford to lose another round. He cannot afford to lose another game. Nice. Oh, and another air grab, chat. And what's up, Little Drake? Good to see you again. Shout out to the Cyrax God, the runner-up from last night. And JoeStar with an immaculate lead here. We are not done. Okay. Nice. And we're still moving, though. We have Death's Embrace on. We do not want to give up anything here. Okay. The down one, but here comes JoeStar. And wait a minute, though. JoeStar again is on the board. He needs one more. The tremor to keep everything safe. JoeStar is playing very well this round. Oh, that could have been a trip guard. And Chad.
You will fall today.
Chat, let me, as of right now, give the biggest of thank yous. And they already know it's coming. Chat, can we get some huge W's for Osboss putting $20 on the board? Thank you so much, Oz. And then let me read their message, actually. Said, can't let these goats play without some dollars, even though you all stank. Thank you so much. And a big shout out to our goat, Osboss, putting 20 on the board. And Chad, do we get that game 5 that we've all been dreaming of? We're gonna find out right now, but only on pay-per-view. And a big shout out to my Go Osboss as well. And Chad, we have one more coming your way. And look at JoeStar. He could see the prize pot. He could smell it. And he said, you know what, Vape? I gotta come back and make this count. And now Tarnished is on the verge of letting this lead slip. Thank you so much, Osboss. Always supporting the channel, always coming out here and giving the players something to fight for. Thank you so much. And JoeStar, he is not done, man. He has won 2 straight. And now it all comes down to our last match of the tournament.
Reiko.
And let's see who's got the goods. Chat, is it going to be JoeStar or is it going to be Tarnish? It all comes down to this.
This fight will be unlike any other.
It will also be your last.
And let's go. Kaido is saying Tarnished, wrap it up. Put a 1 in chat if you're cheering for Tarnished. Put a 2 if you're a JoeStar fan. All right, let's go. Let's do the damn thing and let's see if Tarnished can bring this back. And by the way, I don't even think Osboss streams, but give them a follow anyway. One of the goats of this community. And what's going on, Big Zooted? He's putting 1 and 2. What is this? Nice. And again, though, still not done and still moving and still cruising. Here we go. The pressure is mounting. The phone is ringing. Are you going to answer? Dare to be great. To infinity and beyond. Tarnished. Omega Big Light Fleet. And 60% to your Dome Nugget. Beautiful pressure. The pressure is mounting. And Tarnished looks like he needs about 1 more. Can he get 1 more? Good blocks from JoeStar, not letting go of that block button. There's the air grab. Okay. Below. And let's see it though. Can Tarnished do this? He's got the round. He's in the lead.
Understudy.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, Chad, you guys wanted action. Who am I to deny it? I can delay, but I cannot deny. D-Boy Rhodes having himself a great time. Kaido's having a great time. Looks like everybody in chat is having a blast.
Superstar.
All right, though, let's make this happen. Let's figure this out. Good. And the Tarnished, he's sitting up in the chair. He wants Osboss's $20. Is he gonna get it?
You got caged.
Nice. And again. Overhead. The pressure is something insane, though. JoeStar, he might be able to take the lead with 1 more combo, chat. Below. And as I always say, you gotta watch your P's and Q's before you end up on the evening news. Oh, the dunk from Tarnished!
Amazing, am I right?
Insane pressure. And chat, I don't like the way this is going for JoeStar. Is this gonna be Tarnished? Can he take it? Is this gonna be enough? Oh my goodness. If he doesn't drop it, this is it. And that is gonna do it. That is going to be Tarnished with a 3-2 score. GG's, and he is the tournament champion, Chad.
No!
We see strength in your death. Brutality. ERMAC wins.
And chat, what an event. We gotta talk about that event because it was something special. And Sin is going to be your champion today, whether you like it or not. That is going to be this ERMAC coming out, and I can already see the YouTube thumbnail. Congratulations, Tarnished and JoeStar. Thank you for playing. Tarnished, you are going to win the $20 for today. And let's crown our champion. If you do want a screenshot of this, today's champion is going to be Tarnished. Congratulations, and what a show this was. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you so much for watching, and we will be back soon. We will be back most likely tomorrow. Either way, Osboss, thank you again for sponsoring. Chat, we are out of here. Be sure to show Fab some love, and guys, we will see you later. Bye-bye now, and let's go.